Why play Syndra mid? Well, she has brilliant range. Her burst damage is some of the best in the game. She has multiple amazing power spikes, and she can CC and lock down entire teams. However, she is very skill shot reliant, and can be incredibly squishy if caught out. Syndra's passive is that she collects Splinters of Wrath which enhance her abilities, and she can gain these in 3 different ways. Firstly, she gains 5 when leveling up an ability. Secondly, she gains 1 when killing a large minion. And finally, she gains 1 when damaging an enemy champion with 2 abilities, which goes up to getting 2 and 3 at levels 11 and 18. We'll go over the buffs these give when we come to each ability. However, she can gain a maximum of 120 splinters, at which she increases her AP by 15%. Syndra's Q creates a dark orb which deals damage to anything hit. These last for 6 seconds and can be affected by her other abilities. Upon collecting 40 splinters, she can store up to 2 uses of her Q at once. Syndra's W grabs a dark orb, or a minion or non-epic monster, and holds them for 5 seconds. When recast, it throws the held object at an enemy, which deals damage and slows. Also, if a dark orb is picked up, it resets the orb's duration back up to 6 seconds. Upon collecting 60 splinters, this ability will deal bonus true damage. Syndra's E is a cone attack which deals damage and knocks back all units hit. If this hits a dark orb, it also knocks back the dark orb a good distance. Units hit by dark orbs are knocked back a small amount further and are stunned. This ability can knock back multiple orbs through multiple targets, giving it great AoE CC. Upon collecting 80 splinters, the scatter angle is increased, and it will now slow enemies after they are knocked back or stunned. Syndra's ultimate has a passive where her Q gets additional ability haste. The active creates 3 dark orbs and grabs up to 4 other orbs around and throws them at the target, dealing damage for each orb thrown, meaning you want to have as many orbs out as possible for maximum damage. Upon collecting 100 splinters, this will now execute enemies below 15% of their maximum health. For combos, your quick one will be to use Q, then E to stun them before throwing a W on top of them and walking out. A great combo for a team fight would be to spam Qs, having as many out as possible. Use your W to reset the cooldown on your oldest orb before using ultimate. Follow this up with your E to scatter a large amount of stuns onto all your opponents. For Masteries, take this. She gets amazing value from first strike. For build order, start Ring and Pot before getting tier 2 boots, Ludens and Shadow Flame. Follow this up with a Hat and Void Staff for insane damage before finishing a build with any of these. For skill order, start Q, then E, then W before maxing Q, then W, then E, taking ult whenever you can. For summoners, take Flash and Teleport. Starting the game, you're looking to farm up to your item power spikes, while constantly looking for quick trades to steal a splinter to stack your passive even faster and get additional gold from your first strike. You have incredibly high range, and a quick Q into E combo will leave them stunned, giving you a splinter and this first strike gold. And due to them being stunned, they have no way to trade back. And due to your splinters restoring mana, this should be used as often as possible, as it's pretty free. However, do be careful when E is on cooldown. It is the ability which keeps you safe, so when it's on cooldown, make sure you're keeping yourself safe instead. Entering the mid game, push out lanes and then play with your team as much as possible. Your ability to get picks with your long range stuns and amazing burst is incredible and can lead to easy objectives. Entering late game team fights, you want to play the backline mage with your amazing damage and great utility. Look to spam your Qs and use your W to get additional damage out and reset an orb's cooldown. After you've got your orbs out, nuke a target. Follow this up with E to scatter your stuns amongst the enemy team, giving your team an easy team fight.